Okay, so today I'm doing my project, so I need to interview you. Mhm. Okay, so first of all, I have some questions I would like to ask you, and if you can answer them in the clearest way you can, that will be great. So my project is on food poisoning, and I was wondering, what do you think causes food poisoning? I feel food poisoning is caused by when you maybe eat something spoiled or something that was maybe not made right. If like you're talking about something like pasta, foods like that. So that might cause your nerves and your stomach to go upset and then it to react by the food. Okay, and so what do you think are some like symptoms of food poisoning, or if someone was having food poisoning, how would you find out, like of their reactions, or how would you find out? Well, your stomach would hurt and you won't wanna, cause I had it before, so your stomach's gonna hurt and you're not gonna wanna taste a lot of stuff, and your tongue you can't feel the food or taste it. So those are few symptoms, and overall you're really just not feeling good. Okay, so also, what do you think, like what kind of foods cause food poisoning, like in your example? Rotten foods, expired stuff, acid foods that have too much acid in it. Okay. Also, like I meant in like like what kind of foods would you get, like fast foods, and what do you think of like the fast foods? Like what would tell you that, oh, this food will might give me like salmonella or stuff like that, which is kind of rare, but there are occasions where that has happened in fast food restaurants. I mean, you can tell if the place is like really filthy, I guess. I'm not really sure how to answer it, but probably by the outlook of the place, dirty, filthy, or doesn't smell good and everything. Okay, and also, wh- what would you prefer? Home foods, like foods that they serve you at school or work, foods that you just get like fast foods from outside, or high level diners, or known restaurants? What do you think is better foods? Like which ones are better, and how do you know? Also, when you're talking about the home foods, also remember that there are some grocery stores that don't always have the freshest fruit and stuff. Yes, well, you have to make sure. I would say it would be probably home food because you're putting all the ingredients yourself to make whatever you're making, pasta, soup, meatloaf, or whatever. And I would say it's better because I know that, mostly I would get organic food because organic food is healthier and more natural, I guess. And I mean, yeah, diners could be five-star restaurants or whatever, but you still really don't know what people put in it to make it look or taste as it is. Okay. Any other recommendations you might have about food poisoning, or like the aftermath of food poisoning, or anything like that? Um, not really, but I mean, aftermath, after you have food poisoning, maybe don't eat nothing that has lots of um, like acid, and nothing hard that like you can't like easily swallow or you have to like chunk on. And I mean, you can get anything that might give you diarrhea from the past. So yeah. Okay. So thank you a lot. And have a very great day. And once again, thank you for helping me. Yes. Thank you for your call. Goodbye. Bye. Okay, so thank you for giving me the time to interview you. As you know, you are being recorded.
Okay.
So I wanted to ask you a few questions, and this is for my project I am doing at Niles West High School. And basically my project topic is food poisoning.
Okay.
So I would like to ask, have you ever been food poisoned before?
Yes. Unfortunately, I was. It's uh, it's in 2003, long time ago. But I was, yes.
Oh, okay. And so I wanted to ask, what are some symptoms of food poisoning? Like how would you know you're having food poisoning?
I mean, if we are just like I have the food poisoning, and some symptoms which I have, but some other people also describe me some symptoms too. But with me, my personal experience, um, actually, I go on a party. I was in a party, and I was on my way back, and I feel nausea, and then very bad bellyache, and my stomach started hurting, and I was becoming sweaty, and later, after 30-40 minutes later, I vomited, and then um, in a couple of hours I had very bad diarrhea. It was so bad that I had to be hospitalized, and my dad took me in the emergency, and whole night I was vomiting, and they put me IV because my body was dehydrating. So I mean the next morning around 6:30 it was just not a little bit. The reaction was very. So
Okay, and can you tell us, like, how does it feel, like, if you're personally, what happens, like, to you? I mean, we get, like, how you have stomachache, but do you get, like, really warm or cold, or you can't move a lot?
I was just feeling, with me, I was just feeling nausea, and then
Sweaty?
I become sweaty. I mean, the just like the cold and the hot layers are coming out. I was becoming cold, and then I am feeling hot and warm, and then I am feeling okay throughout, right? And then later I start vomiting.
Okay. And what are some preventions of food poisoning? How can you prevent it from happening?
Yeah, to be honest, when I was on the party, and I was and I was on the party, I was just I mean, I can say that it was my fault too, because when I saw the food, I know it was very late party, and I was very hungry too, and but I don't know what was it, but I saw the food, and it was not look like the normal, how the normal food was, how the normal the dishes are, and I said, oh, maybe I'm tired, and it's just this thing. So, sorry, what was your question over there?
Okay, so you mean the look of the food wasn't
Yeah,
very good, and
I mean, yeah,
like
yeah. I didn't like the, sometimes just the food was so good, but smell was not bad at all. So that's why I did.
oh, okay. And what do you think are some good tips if someone has food poisoning, what to do?
Oh, what to do? Absolutely. I mean, with my experience, I'm saying right of the way, try to reach your doctor or any medical person or who can help you, because I have very bad experience and my body become dehydration and other things. So better to be try to be go to the doctor as soon as possible or start drinking a lot of water. It was very hard at that point with me because I'm trying to be drink water and but it was nausea and vomiting and shit.
And if you were eating, what would you choose? Would you rather eat from your home? Would you rather go and eat from like a fast food restaurant, your workplace, like a casual restaurant? You know, what would be your choices and why? How would you rank them?
Um, I mean, for personal, I like to be eat at home. But you know, we're humans are social animals, and we have to be get together. We have to be go to the parties. We have to be. Sometimes we are not every time we are close to our home that we can do lunch or dinner or whatever at home. So we have to be go for restaurants or something like that. For in my opinion, it's better whenever try to be eat at home. So homemade, you know how you have to be do this. And if you are going to the restaurants or others, just try to be with the fresh things. As more the processing foods, more the problem. You know, if there are fries, the same oil, I don't know how many times the guys dip and fry, dip and fry, dip and fry. You know what I mean? And more processing food, more chances are. And try to go to see that the environment of the restaurant is it clean.
Okay. And if you shop at home, where would you shop? Like for your home, if you shop for your home groceries, where would you shop? Like how would you choose the places you shop? Organic, non-organic, or would you just not really care about it because it's much cheaper?
Uh, I mean, from the last around 3 or 4 years, I am trying to be with the organic egg, organic bread.